I know, right?
I heard SFA is
Play
Lubbock is
down there.
gonna use SFAs while their stadium's getting done, and then SFA's gonna use Lufkin while theirs getting done.
It's funny because they're doing $42 million worth of stadium, and Coach Brown's calling me about putting some graphics on a window over there. So can we afford to put some?
Good evening. I hereby call this regular meeting of the Nacogdoches ISD Board of Trustees to order. Let the record show that a quorum is present and notice of this meeting was posted as required by the Texas Open Meetings Act. Board members Leah Beth Apt and Coach Farshid Nirmand are unable to attend tonight's meeting. At this time, I would like to ask Reverend Irvin to give tonight's invocation.
Sure. Shall we pray? Father, we're so thankful that you blessed us with this day, allowed us together again to give leadership to this district. We pray that you guide our thoughts and our minds, that we can make the right decision, that above all will give you glory and honor, and that will be an assist to the district, to our staff, to our teachers, to our students. This we ask in Christ's name. Amen.
Would you please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. The board will now convene into executive closed session pursuant to the following provisions of the Texas Open Meetings Act. Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, 551.076, and 551.129. No final action, decision, or vote will be taken while the board is in closed session. It is now 5:02 p.m. The board is now reconvening into open session at 6:02 p.m. Please remember to place your cell phones on silent mode, and thank you for joining us tonight. At this time, I would like to recognize Superintendent Burton for announcements.
Thank you, President Winslow, board members, and the audience. I have some new and some not so new but familiar principles I want to introduce tonight. First, for the new. Sean Lucina is now the principal at Nacogdoches High School. Mr. Lucina will do an outstanding job of leading NHS. He has been a great fit and done unbelievable things for our Career and Technical Education Department. He knows our staff as well as the strengths of our student body. Mr. Lucina has been with NISD for several years, with the exception of a 2-year hiatus as a principal in a neighboring district. But we were glad to get him back home and very thankful that he will be leading NHS. Tina Hill is the new principal at the Margie Chumley Academy for Success. Ms. Hill has been with the district for 16 years and has 36 years total in public education. She started when she was like 10 years old, I think. She's been a teacher with us, an assistant principal, and an interim principal. She's been at Margie Chumley supporting the students and the staff at that school. Ms. Hill has a love and appreciation for the students at Margie Chumley, and she will continue the progress that's already been made on that campus. I might also mention at this time that Ms. Hill's promotion took place after James Adams was moved from Margie Chumley to his new role as assistant superintendent of operations with the district. Mr. Adams is stepping into a role at the district support center that will oversee facilities, transportation, safety and security, discipline, and truancy. He is not with us tonight because he is down at the ATPE conference where he is being recognized as the ATPE Secondary Principal of the Year. These next two that I'm introducing have been principals previously with NISD, and I've actually called them back to campus leadership roles, and they have been extremely gracious in accepting that. Melinda Wiebold will now be the principal at Emmeline Carpenter Elementary School. For the past 4 years, Ms. Wiebold has been a district-level curriculum coordinator in ISD, but before that, she was the principal at Fredonia when it was an elementary campus. Ms. Wiebold will definitely provide proven academic leadership experience for Carpenter Elementary. She has been in the trenches, and she has a firm understanding of what it takes to lead an elementary campus. Ms. Wiebold brings a great deal of experience to Carpenter, and I know it'll be a great fit for Nacogdoches ISD. No pressure, but she last took Fredonia from an F to a B, so that'll be fine. If you want to do that again, we will be more than happy. Tammy Pankratz is also returning to a principal position with the district. She will be a campus, she's going to be the new principal at Mike Moses Elementary School. She is not with us today because she is still in Maine, I believe, with her husband. They have a place up there. Anyway. She's been a campus and a district administrator here and elsewhere, including that, a run as the principal at Mike Moses when it was still a middle school. Now she's back on the same campus as the elementary principal. She also has an extensive background in school and district administration, and I'm excited to get her back in a leadership role. Her expertise and knowledge as an educator will benefit the students and the staff at Mike Moses Elementary. She will be back and begin on her campus on July the 27th, so we can recognize her there at that time. And before I close, there is yet some more principal news. Gerald Fonzie was named Secondary Principal of the Year for Region 7. The Association of Secondary Principals recognizes outstanding principals and assistant principals from the 20 regional service centers in the state. School administrators are nominated by their peers and chosen within their regions. Nominations are based upon exemplary performance and outstanding leadership. There are a lot of great things taking place at McMichael Middle School, and Mr. Fonzie has played a vital role in making all that happen. I'm very proud of him or for him, but I'm also very proud of that campus because it is a great indication of the good work they're doing there at McMichael. I should also mention that the start of school is now less than 4 weeks away. The district is a beehive of activity as everyone gets ready for the start of another year, and that is the end of my report for the night.
Thank you, Mr. Burton. When he called to tell me about some of these transactions, I said, so are you sleeping yet? And he goes, well, I took a nap. So maybe that helps a little bit. Okay, we are now at public comment portion of our meeting. We did not receive any requests to address the board today. And if you would like to address the board at a future meeting, instructions are available on the posted meeting notice and the district website, which takes us to reports. And tonight we just have one report. Mr. Aberlin.
Yes, ma'am. President Winslow, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Burton. Tonight, just our standard business office reports. If the board has any questions about the reports, I'd be happy to answer them.
No.
Just to touch on our donations for recognition really quickly. Donations under $2,500, we only have one. Nacogdoches High School received $300 from E-Tech Texas LLC for fish camp.
Okay, thank you. All right, we will now move into consent agenda portion of tonight's meeting. Unless removed from the consent agenda, all items listed under consent agenda will be acted on with one motion. If a board member wishes to discuss an item separately, please state the agenda item letter at this time.
Madam President, I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor, raise your hand. Okay, and the motion carries. Okay, we will now move into the discussion and action portion of the agenda. Item A, consideration of and board action on superintendent's recommendation of professional personnel. Mr. Burton.
Yes, President Winslow, we talked about several of the positions that we've had here today with our principals and some of our assistant principals. There is one that I wanted to point out that was not talked about earlier. Benjamin Scott Newsom, it will be our new Director of Transportation for the 2026-2027 school year. He is also back here in the back with us. Newsom's coming back after a brief hiatus with the district, and we're excited about getting him over there and helping out with our bus drivers and mechanics and everybody in that department. So welcome aboard again, Mr. Newsom. Other than that, I believe we'd already kind of covered everybody that was on that hiring schedule.
All right, anybody have any questions? Do you have a motion?
I move that the board approves the superintendent's recommendation of professional personnel as presented.
I second the motion.
Okay. And all those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, and the motion carries. Okay, item B is consideration of and board action on designation of official voting delegate and alternate delegate for the 2026 TASB Delegate Assembly. And that is me. So real quick, just a summary of what this is. The Texas Association of School Boards Delegate Assembly will be held on Friday, October 9th, 2026 during TexEdCon at the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas. The Delegate Assembly provides member school boards the opportunity to participate in the governance of TASB by electing officers and directors, voting on TASB's advocacy agenda, and other association business, interacting with trustees from across the state, and earning continuing education credit. Each active member board is entitled to designate one official voting delegate and one alternate delegate to represent the district at the assembly. At this time, we have two trustees who have expressed interest in serving as NISD's official voting delegate to the 2026 TASB Assembly, Trustee T.C. Groman and Trustee Reverend James Irvin. At this time, is there any discussion? Okay. And do I have a motion?
Madam President, I move that the Board of Trustees designate Reverend James Irvin as the district's official voting delegate and Trustee T.C. Groman, M.D., as the alternate delegate to represent the board at the 2026 TASB Delegate Assembly with authority to vote on behalf of the board in accordance with board direction.
And do I have a second?
I second.
Okay. All those in favor, raise your hand. Okay, and the motion passes. All right, item C, consideration of and board action on resolution to designate non-business days for purpose of Texas Public Information Act. Mr. Linebarger.
Good evening, President Winslow, board members, Superintendent Burton. 3 years ago, the Texas legislature adopted Senate Bill 618 that requires school boards to designate 10 non-business days for purposes of the Texas Public Information Act. Before this law was enacted, if a school district was closed for, let's say, 2 weeks at Christmas, those were all considered non-business days. And with this law, they changed that. And those, unless we designate them, those are considered business days, just like any other day we're open. And so what I've done, I've taken those 10 non-business days that were granted and spread them out over time periods where we're closed, where it will allow us to make sure we stay up to date on all of the PIA requests that we receive. And I believe the information you've got there in front of you will take care of that. There's some of it's at Christmas, some of it's at Thanksgiving, and so on.
Have any questions? All right, do I have a motion?
I move the board approve the resolution to designate non-business days for the purpose of Texas Public Information Act as presented.
Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all those in favor, raise your hand. Okay, and the motion passes. Thank you. All right, consideration of and board action on Region 7 ESCE agreements for the 26-27 school year. Dr. Corley.
Good afternoon, President Winslow, Board of Trustees, and Superintendent Burton. The request for the Region 7E agreements includes 2 annual renewals for the Title I, Part A ESSA Complete Package that provides faculty and staff with federal program support, consultation, and training sessions, as well as the Academic Content Co-op, which offers a variety of professional development for our district employees. We are asking the board to approve the purchase of the ESSA Title I Part A Complete Package for $52,086 and the Academic Content Cooperative for $62,045 from federal funds for the school year 2026-2027. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
How extensive is this service used by the district?
So it's a 2-part question, I believe. So when we're thinking about our federal compliance with our Title I funds, we have 7 out of our 9 campuses that receive support from that. So that's pretty frequent usage as far as any type of consultations or training sessions that we need. Region 7 provides that support. On the Academic Content Cooperative, it provides a very wide range of professional development for early childhood education as well as the core content areas. It's a nice opportunity for our teachers to have access to that because it's not only face-to-face trainings, but oftentimes we participate in trainings that are perhaps an on-demand webinar that lasts 2 weeks, or quick virtual sessions that provide trainings for teachers during after-school periods or during their professional learning communities.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else? All right. Do I have a motion?
Madam President, I move that the board approve the Region 7 ESCE agreements for the 2026-2027 school year including the ESSA Title I, Part A Complete Services Package in the amount of $52,086, and the Academic Content Cooperative in the amount of $62,645 as presented.
Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Okay, all those in favor, raise your hand. All right, and the motion passes. All right, consideration of and board action on federally funded vendors for professional development, coaching, and consultation for 26-27 school year. Dr. Corley.
Yes, ma'am. This agenda item is the federally funded vendor list that we use for professional development, contracting, and consulting services that ensures that we're in compliance when we have purchases that are over $50,000 using federally funds. We ask that the board approve the updated vendor list for this professional development, coaching, and consultation. It's been for a 2-year period, so we're moving into the 26 and 27 school year. Please let me know if you have any questions about this list.
Any questions? Okay, do I have a motion?
I move that the board approve the federally funded vendors for the professional development, coaching, and consultation for the 2026-2027 school year as presented.
And do I have a second?
A second.
All those in favor, raise your hand. Okay, and the motion carries. Okay, you're still there. Consideration of and board action on the SFA STEM Academy Year 13 for the 26-27 school year. Dr.
Yes,
Corley.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. This is an annual renewal for the Stephen F. Austin State University STEM Academy. We are moving into year 13 of this partnership that provides an accelerated learning experience for our high school students. It includes participation in the STEM elective courses for 9th grade through 12th grade students, includes supplies, materials, SFA faculty support, and mentor assignments, field trips, and utilization of the SFA facilities and laboratories. We ask that the board approve the annual SFASU STEM Academy Year 13 quote of $130,000 for the 26-27 school year using local funds.
Questions?
Madam President?
Yes.
I highly support this symbiotic relationship that we have with SFA. It has multiple factors that help our students and help our local university. So I therefore move that the board approve the SFA STEM Academy Year 13 partnership with Stephen F. Austin State University for the 2026-2027 school year in the amount of $130,000 as presented.
And do I have a second?
I second.
All right. All those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, and the motion carries. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Item G, consideration of and board action on the district improvement plan for the 26-27 school year. Dr. Corley.
Yes, ma'am. The district improvement plan goals and performance objectives begin on page 48 of our board book. This plan is developed through a collaborative planning process, and it's designed to guide district and campus staff in improving student performance for all student goals. The goals provide a framework for continued improvement efforts and support the district's commitment to improving student outcomes. We ask that the board approve the Nacogdoches ISD District Improvement Plan goals and performance objectives for the 2026-2027 school year. Would anyone have any questions at this time?
Okay. All right, do I have a motion?
Board adopt the district improvement plan for the 2026-2027 school year as presented.
And do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, and the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Corley. All right, item H, consideration and approval of an order authorizing the issuance, sale, and delivery of unlimited tax refunding bonds, taxable series 2026. Mr. Eberlin.
Yes, ma'am. President Winslow, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Burton. Earlier during our budget workshops and when we adopted the budget, we talked about, another avenue of paying off debt early to save taxpayer money. This is going to be that avenue. Today I have a couple of guests, Mr. Clarence Greer from RBC and Mr. Marcus Dietz from ORIC. And they're going to go over the plan of finance with you, just for your information.
Good evening, Board Chair, members of the board, Superintendent. As Ben mentioned, that this is a continuation of what we've been doing for several years, which is managing the tax rate, paying off debt early. And what happened in Austin this past session, basically makes the traditional path, what we're doing, a little bit inefficient. So on page 3 of your handout, you can see that what we're presenting to the board is that separate alternative to managing the tax rate, keeping the voted tax rate at 38 cents. Basically what we're doing is taking a 20-year mortgage and we're paying it off in 1 year and sitting at an extra payment. And in order to do that, we have to take bonds and actually do a transaction. So we're actually looking at outstanding bonds that were sold in 2019, and we're going to they're scheduled to pay off for maturity 21 years from now, and we're going to pay that off next year. And by doing so, we're going to save taxpayers over $4 million, about $4.4 million in current market. And so it's a really good deal. We'll bring up Marcus to kind of talk about the parameters that you have to consider in order to do this transaction.
Hi there, Marcus Dietz with ORIC Harrington Sutcliffe. Yeah, this is a parameter order where you'll be delegating authority to senior staff to actually price the bonds when we get to market. The parameters are that it has to be at least below a 7% interest rate and generate at least $250,000 in gross savings, which is very achievable, as Clarence mentioned, based on current market conditions. So those are the parameters. I'm happy to answer any questions about that or any of the legal items that are associated with the bond issuance.
So what is estimated to be our actual savings in this move?
Probably defer to Clarence.
And I also wanted to say that we have a longstanding mutually beneficial relationship with you guys. You've always helped us, so help us understand.
Absolutely.
Not just us, but for everybody.
It's about, in today's market, it's about $4 million. And of taxpayer we call gross savings, and that's what the parameter is based upon. And that's just the interest avoidance. If you can take something that you're going to be paying interest on for the next 20 years and pay it off the next year, you avoid 19, 20 years of interest. Comes to about $4 billion in today's payments. Yeah.
Yes. So our students, thank you, and all of the citizens of our city, thank you for helping assisting us.
Thank you. Thank you for your leadership.
Because that can be used directly to educate and help all students.
Well, it's definitely, we work for you, the team, and Ben and Superintendent Burton, and with their great leadership. We just following the great leadership of them. So thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Do I have a motion?
I move that the board approve the order authorizing the issuance, sale, and delivery of Nacogdoches Independent School District Unlimited Tax Refunding Bonds, Taxable Series 2026, setting certain parameters for the bonds, authorizing a pricing officer to approve the terms thereof, levying a tax and providing for the security and payment of such bonds, and enacting other provisions relating thereto as presented.
I second.
All right, all those in favor, raise your hand. All right, and the motion carries. Thank you.
Y'all have a safe trip home.
All right, item I, consideration of and board action on second reading and adoption of TASB Policy Update 127. Mr. Martin.
Good evening, President Winslow, members of the board, and Superintendent Burton. The Texas Association of School Boards Policy Update 127. This is the second reading of this update for the board. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer.
All right, Nobody has a question. Do I have a motion?
I move the board adopt the TASB policy update 127 as presented.
And do I have a second?
A second.
Okay, all those in favor, raise your hand. All right, and the motion carries. All right, item K, consideration of and board action on approval of T-test appraisers and the T-test calendar for the 26-27 school year. No?
Got another reading, J.
Oh,
It's okay.
so I take it all back. Forget I said that. Okay, item I, consideration of and board action on second reading and adoption of TASB policy update 120.
J.
Okay, because I have something written there. Okay, consideration of and board action on the first reading of the revised local policy, FFA, Student Welfare, Wellness, and Health Services. Now, Mr. Martin.
Thank you, Madam
I was just going to read you
President.
the whole agenda here.
Thank you very much. The proposed revisions for FFA local strengthen the district's commitment to student wellness by adding specific physical activity requirements for elementary students. Those revisions include requiring elementary students to participate in at least 30 minutes of structured physical activity every day and also 30 minutes of unstructured physical activity per day, or in other words, recess. These revisions establish clear expectations for student physical activity and support the district's overall wellness goals. Be happy to answer any questions the board may have.
I'm scared to speak. Okay, do I have a motion?
I move that the board approve the first reading of a revised local policy, FFA local, student welfare, wellness, and health services as presented.
I second the motion.
All those in favor, raise your hand. And it passes. Okay, item K, I think. Consideration of and board action on approval of T-test appraisers and the T-test calendar for the 26-27 school year. Mr. Martin.
Thank you, President Winslow, board members, Superintendent Burton. In accordance with Texas Administrative Code 19, Chapter 150, each local school district shall establish a teacher evaluation and support system appraisal calendar. All NISD appraisers will be certified as required by the State Board of Education rule and the Texas Education Code. We've provided you guys with a list of the employees or administrators that we are recommending as well. We've also put together a calendar, the T-test appraisal calendar that we're asking the board to consider for approval. Be happy to answer any questions you guys have.
If no questions, do I have a motion?
I move that the board approve the T-test appraisers and the T-test calendar for the 2026-2027 school year as presented.
I second the motion.
All right, all those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, and the motion carries. Item L is consideration of and board action on adoption of the 26-27 Student Code of Conduct. Mr. Martin.
Thank you, Madam President. Board Policy FO, legal and local, requires that an annual adoption of the Student Code of Conduct. The revisions established expectations and disciplinary consequences for students who improperly open prop doors, open or unlock or tamper with secured exterior doors or other campus security devices. These revisions also add security screening procedures that authorize the district to use lawful safety measures, including weapons detection systems, vaping and noise sensors, video monitoring, including inspections of personnel belongings, trained detection canines, and searches conducted in accordance with law and board policy. The revisions further outline student expectations for complying with the security screenings and disciplinary consequences for refusing, interfering with, or attempting to bypass established security procedures. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Any questions?
I move the board approve or adopt the 2026-2027 Student Code of Conduct as presented.
I second.
Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, and the motion carries. All right, item M is consideration of and board action on weapon detecting system for extracurricular activities. Mr. Martin.
Thank you, ma'am. On April the 14th, 2026, NISD received a quote from Buy Board Contractor for 3 portable standalone metal detection systems. These metal detection systems are battery operated with Wi-Fi capabilities. They can withstand events conducted both inside and out. They're lightweight and can be moved easily. They will be used to screen everyone entering any extracurricular event at NISD to enhance the security of staff, students, and visitors to our school-sponsored events. These are the weapons detection systems. They do have a 2-year warranty that comes along with them, and we will be happy to answer any other questions.
Any questions? All right.
I had a question. I had asked you about if there were any other school districts that were using this portable metal detector service. Did you find anything out about that?
I did not. No, sir, I did not. But there are other school districts using this type of product.
Okay. Well, I did call Lufkin today, and they said that they use it.
Okay. Thank you.
I have a motion.
I move that the board approve the purchase of the weapon metal detection system for extracurricular activities from CEIA USA in the amount of $77,271 as presented.
Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
All right. All those in favor, please raise your hand. And the motion carries. Right, item N is consideration of and board action on the NAC-based managed IT services agreement. Mr. Martin?
Thank you, President Winslow. The proposed 1-year agreement with NAC-based LLC provides managed information technology services for the district, including network and server system management, infrastructure support, cybersecurity assistance, strategic technology planning, and access to a 24/7, 365 help desk. The agreement includes up to 150 hours of engineering support per month, with additional services billed in accordance with the terms of the contract. The administration is asking the board to consider approving $149,400 annually for a NAC-based LLC.
Are there any questions?
Are we saving anything with this move?
From our research, yes, sir, we are saving approximately $80,000 to $90,000 per year.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wanted to find out, it's kind of like with you minutes on a phone. Sometimes you don't use up the minutes, you move it to the next time. And they're saying 150 hours of engineering per month. If we don't use 150, does it transfer to the next month?
No, sir.
It's use it or lose it?
It's use it or lose it, yes,
If
sir.
you break down bad, that's when you're going to have to pay more.
Yes, sir. Extra. I think it's $95 per hour after we've used the 150 hours in a month.
Okay. And then are there any other school districts that NAC-Space is now serving?
Yes, sir.
What, are they in this area?
Yes, sir. Central Heights, Chirino, several of them.
Okay, great.
All right, may I have a motion?
I move the board approve the 1-year managed information technology services agreement with NAC-Space LLC in the annual amount of $149,400 as presented.
I second.
All right, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Oh, okay. And the motion carries.
Thank you, board.
All right. Board members, we have been advised that the employee complaint hearing scheduled under Agenda Item 9 will not be conducted this evening. Accordingly, the board will not convene into executive closed session for that item, and no action will be taken under Agenda Item 10. With that, it is now 6:36, and if there's no further business, we are adjourned.